I'm going to quit YouTube. I will go into more detail on my last ever video, but for now I'm not going silent. I'm going to be on Twitter still, I'm going to be on Instagram still, and I'm going to stream a shit ton on Twitch. So please go follow me on Twitch, and all of these are linked in the description below. But anyway, enjoy the video. Karthus, one of the OG mages, and to be honest, he is so much fun. However, I do have one nitpick, and Karthus shares this with Kindred as well, so I'll get to that later when I get to Kindred. But Karthus, you know when you I've got a Smartcast on, and I've got display ranged indicators on. So what I do, say I'm gonna land a hook as Blitzcrank, I hold down Q, aim with the displayed ranged indicator, and then let go of Q and then it fires. That is what I do, that's how I play League of Legends. Karthus, for some reason, is one of the few champions in the whole game that when you press Q, it just goes off instantly. There's no display ranged indicators. And because I've gotten so used to using the display ranged indicators with Smartcast, I just can't pick up Karthus for shit. I'm so used to holding Q, aiming and then letting go, instead of aiming and pressing Q in that order. And because I have display ranged indicators on, when I streamed once, I remember this really angry guy, probably a kid, came into my chat and was like, "Oh my god, you're shit! You use point and click, blah blah blah." And I was like, "It's display ranged indicators with Quickcast, what are you on about?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm a fucking virgin, oh my god." And then he went away. And that was Karthus. Kassadin! Does anyone remember when Kassadin first came out, and for many years he was Riot's #1 balancing issue champion? They just could not get him right. He had a flash every 6 seconds. It didn't matter how much mana you had, because you'd just buy mana regen items, and you'd just keep flashing constantly. He's also the bassist for XPK. The reason why XPK got so famous and so popular is because he backdoored as Kassadin and perfectly kited this Olaf around the Nexus while he, destroyed the Nexus. And then they reworked him and made his R a bit shit, but to be honest, it did balance him, so whatever. Katarina. Katarina. She was my favourite assassin and my main for a good month or two. And then they reworked her. I loved her simplicity. I loved the fact that you could wait in a bush, watch a team fight go horribly wrong, wait for someone to be low, and then you just jump in, kill that low person, and then you literally just go boom, 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 boom on the keyboard and get a pentakill. I found that so fun. That was actually really fucking fun. And then they went and updated her, and now she's just kind of a bit complicated, and I really didn't have the time or patience to learn her. Kayle recently got updated, but to be honest, I don't really care, and I probably won't play it. But I do remember old Kayle, and old Kayle was awesome. The fact that every time Riot created a new item, Kayle just so happened to be OP on it. It happened so many times when they reworked Ginsu's Rageblade, Runon's, Tiamat, so many items. They just reworked all these items, and for some reason, every single item they made or reworked was OP on Kayle. And that's all I really remember about Kayle. Does anyone remember Feral Flare Kayle? That was fun. Kayn. The only thing I really have to say about Kayn is the fact that the people who play blue Kayn can get in the bin, and the people who play red Kayn, you can stay. Why is it that whenever we have a Kayn on our team and we don't have a tank, they always go blue Kayn? Why the hell are they not going red Kayn? The stupid man! Kennen is a little hamster ninja. And ninjas are meant to be quiet, but Kennen is the exact opposite, and he is really loud and electronic and a pain in my arse. But I don't really have much to say about it. I really like his laugh animation. That's about it. Just a loud ninja. You know, Kha'Zix is one of the champions in the game that I never ever picked up. I never played him. He does not appeal to me at all. I'm just going to move on. I'm sorry, I have nothing to say about Kha'Zix. Kindred, on the other hand, I have loads to say about. Not really, to be honest. Kind of like the same thing as Karthus, right? I picked her up, I was like, okay, I'll learn some Kindred. This is going to be fun, I'll play a bit of Kindred. But then I found out her jump was the same as Karthus's Q, so I couldn't use my display ranged indicators Smartcast thing that I got so used to. In fact, when you pressed Q or E or whatever one jump is on, you just jumped instantly. I'm so used to holding down E, aiming, getting into position, and then letting go, and then jumping off. I just can't get the hang of this whole click and that spell goes off thing, all that malarkey. Kled wins by having the most ugliest name in the whole game. Kled. Now, his name alone put me off playing him, and to be honest, he doesn't look that much fun either, and his dinosaur thing is stupid. I actually don't like Kled, he's stupid and I hate him. I remember when Cogmore got reworked, and to be honest, that was the most fun I had with Cogmore. Just sitting there and pretending to be a sentry turret was so much fun. You dealt so much damage, and I can honestly see why they reverted it back to the classic Cogmore, but that was one rework that I wish stayed and didn't stay. Oh. But he's kind of cute in like a pug kind of way, just kind of like, oh, he's so hideous. He's good. I like Cogmore. And LeBlanc as well, literally the exact same thing happened with LeBlanc. They reworked her, to be honest, the rework was kind of shit, and then they reverted her back, and now she's back to normal. I also don't have much to say about LeBlanc, apart from Civ HD's Brushy was pretty funny. Lee Sin. Now, let me tell you a story about Lee Sin. I remember the first time I ever saw a Lee Sin. It was the traditional Lee Sin. He was wearing his shorts. It was actually kind of probably my favourite Lee Sin skin to date, but I remember him just annihilating us. I'd be like, who the hell's this Lee Sin guy? What's he want? In like the loading screen, and Matt would like explain to me what Lee Sin does, and I'd be like, oh, whatever, I'm sure it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. This Lee Sin got so fed that entire game we were literally terrified to go out of our base, because for some reason, no matter what direction and what angle you leave the base at, he would have killed you. And I just remember this Lee Sin being so fed, and one of the first times I'd ever actually had to deal with a fed Lee Sin. And lo and behold, every time the Lee Sin has been on the enemy team, he's been just as fed, if not more. And then the Lee Sin on my team is kind of trash. Leona, she's a great champion. Back in season 3 and 4, I was kind of in bronze. I honestly didn't take ranked that seriously, and I played my placements drunk, for example, of how seriously I took my ranked game. I'm sorry to the people who had to play with me, but I was in bronze, and to climb out of bronze, I mained Leona. Leona got me out of bronze and into silver, and then I kind of dropped her because, to be honest, like, she is kind of stale. She is kind of like, right, you do this and then you do this, you defend the guy, you do the thing, you stun the person, you use your ult. She is kind of formulaic in a way, but she got me out of bronze, and she has a special place in my heart. Lissandra is a person who is made of ice. She does ice things like turn you into ice and other people around you into ice. She slows you like ice things usually do in video games, and she can freeze you. Yeah, I don't have much to say about Lissandra. She's just kind of like an ice mage that does ice things. Lucian was the first black guy in League of Legends. And do you remember the patch where Lucian came out was the patch where Riot actually forced everyone to change their password? I think Riot's a bit racist. But all jokes aside, Lucian is awesome. He is so cool, and to be honest, there should be more characters like Lucian that have backstories that tie in with other characters. You know, Lucian's whole thing is like she's trying to get his dead wife back from Thresh's lantern, which I think is so cool. Lulu has so much utility. She is one of the supports that does so much. She has a slow, a displacement, a polymorph. She can do things, she does other stuff, and she does it well. Now, I never personally got into playing Lulu, but if I was playing ADC and I had a Lulu support, then I would really enjoy my time with her. Now, speaking of a support that I really didn't enjoy my time with her, Lux. Lux obviously works better in the mid lane, but for some reason she's played support because, well, I guess she has a slow and a snare and a shield, but that's nothing compared to Lulu. But Lux, she has an ult. Her ult is very satisfying to get those really long range snipes, and that's about it, to be honest. There's an annoying laugh, and if you spam something, it makes it look like she's pooing. Ah, Malphite. Now he is one of my favourites. He's just this huge rock guy, and to be honest, in his splash art, he's meant to be like massive, like so big you cannot even think about how big it is. Think of a big thing, now double that big thing, and that is Malphite. But obviously in game he's like this really badly animated, really shitty looking rock dude that really needs a visual update, but not a gameplay update. He is perfect the way he is. Using Unstoppable Force is probably the best teamfight engage in the game in my opinion, and the most satisfying. Malzahar is a purple dude that brings out things from the void. He's purple, And he's a dude. I literally have nothing to say about this guy. Maokai is a tree that's from the Twisted Tree line. He's a tree. Oh, Master Yi, finally someone I can actually talk about. You know, Master Yi is probably one of the easiest champions in the whole game, but that makes him fun in my opinion because he's just pick up and play and you're having fun. Obviously there's like some skilled elements like running in and not alpha striking instantly. So you wait until the enemy uses their gap closer so then you can alpha strike. Like stuff like that. It's just like little things that make your Yi gameplay a bit better. And does anyone remember Feral Flare Yi? I still have nightmares. Miss Fortune has big boobs.
So we're against 420 dong squads. 420 stupid name. 420. 420 dong. 420 dong.
I can't take it, man. Okay. I literally don't play Nasus that often, so I'm gonna just farm top lane for a while.
That's pretty much what Nasus does.
Okay, good.
Farm top lane. And then he'll just show up like 30 minutes into the game like, hello, I'm here to ruin your day.
Yeah, you thought you were winning this game?
It's been 4v5 the whole time.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just putting it out there, guys. I'm not a huge fan of Vladimir.
They're juking my fucking bubble just because I think they're gonna be smart and...
Well then, assume that they're not going to be smart.
Okay. No.
I need a Spirit Visage quickly.
Where you've got teleport.
I do. I'm lazy. I don't want to... It's a bit of a waste of teleport, really.
No, to save your turret.
It's not really going to be saved. It's going to be, like, anti-saved.
Wait. Don't worry.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I do a lot of damage with my Q. It's pretty awesome.
See, I'm kind of a big deal.
Why is there a Warwick in my lane? He's just laughing at me.
He's dead. He knows he's dead. But...
Guys, there's a Warwick in my lane.
What the fuck was he?
Guys, there's a Warwick dinosaur thing in my lane. Kill it.
Dinosaur.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
You just call Warwick a dinosaur.
He is a dinosaur. Oh, wait, hello.
He's a fucking dog. Fuck you.
He's a dinosaur. What the
Kyle,
fuck is wrong with
ulti up
you?
top.
Such
Look how
dinosaur,
low-
wow.
Kyle,
Look.
ulti Warwick.
I've had enough of you. Just T-Lo Q stack there.
Kyle, ulti top though.
Oh god. Is that worth?
Ulti
I
really?
don't even
Ulti
know.
Oriana. You're right there.
She just warded.
Q! Q!
Oh, just got
Shit,
my
we're
ult
fighting
cooldown.
Oh shit.
No, I
I was
literally only
watching
just got
top.
my
Oh
ult.
shit, I didn't even realise he was there. I was looking top as well.
Fuck you, Ollie. Why do you have to be so interesting?
Dude, I'm sorry. I try.
I'm gonna watch you again. Yeah, you get that turret.
You worked that turret. This can't go wrong. This can't go wrong.
Oh god.
20 dong
You're a
squad.
fucking genius.
All dead.
I'm gonna flash over the wall and bubble him. Are you ready?
I cannot be ready for this.
Oh fuck, wrong
You
button.
just started backing.
I suck.
Yeah, we know. It's a bit awkward, really, isn't it?
Oh goodness.
Brace your skate balls of fire.
I suck as well. It's K.
Wow. What?
Oh god! Faster.
Oh mate.
And now this Katarina's dead as well.
Ooh. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh my god, he actually got caught on it. You can't get caught on boards. You can.
Oh, you're dead.
The hell? I just hit him with Q. It didn't go off. Can you just throw another turret, please? Oh, beautiful.
Anything for you, friend.
Cheers, bro.
Duh.
So you guys don't need me, right? Good.
Oh.
That's like the 5th time I've done that this game. Oh, she's still chasing.
She must hate you right now.
Oh god.
Okay, I can't, definitely can't solo this.
Really? What if I heal you?
I'm gonna run out of mana.
I'll exhaust him. Oh wait. Spooky ghosts? No, they're just going that way. See you
Just use
later,
everything.
guys. Have a bubble.
It's running. Okay.
What if I tank it for a bit?
You're gonna die.
Ah!
You're gonna die. Oh god.
How close can I get to it?
Meanwhile, team's just dying.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not.
It's regenning quicker than I can kill it.
Is it?
Yes.
I have no mana. Look at me.
Dude, it's regenning literally faster than I can kill it. No!
You guys are taking so long.
Oh god.
Fuck this! Fuck this!
Fucking pussy, what are you doing? Actually, I've got an idea. If I like charge in, put a ward next to the Nexus, and then you teleport onto the ward.
Yeah, go on in.
Alright,
I'll teleport in a few seconds anyway, so.
I'll get in as fast as I can. There you go, there you go. Now teleport to one of them.
Dude, I'll do it.
Please.
I'll do it when they're like when they're like pushing up a lot.
Kyle, distract them. Go, 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 go. Quick, go.
No!
No, just press. Yes.
Oh my
One more
god,
cue,
that
one more cue.
damage. One more.